Hey everyone, Lisa Haverly here, Nature Superhero Network. I had some questions that came up this week from some people, as they were considering whether to invest in my framework. And they opted not to, but they have since reached out to kind of follow up with some questions about, I just didn't know if it was the right time to be taking a look at that kind of information. How do you know when to make the change, right? And so, of course, the change we're often talking about is moving from indoors to outdoors, right? And, but I think that decision or that change is much bigger than just moving from indoors to outdoors, right? We know that change in general is hard. It's hard for people to shift from the way things have always been done, or shift from a sense of security to maybe some unknowns, right? And I had found this, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I had found this article in Psychology Today that really talked about why sometimes we choose not to make the change. And so, in this training, Powerless to Powerful, that I recently created, that helps you assess your readiness for change. And if you're interested in that, please let me know. It's like $27, but it can really be a helpful guide in really thinking through this process of change, as far as moving from indoors to outdoors, but also kind of those internal thoughts and dialogues that we often have that might be holding us back. And so here are some things that like the top, I think, 8 things that you might be waiting for the perfect time. And is there a perfect time for making a big change? I don't know. I tend to think that we could wait forever for that perfect time, assuming things will turn out a certain way. And maybe that's a mindset issue where we're just assuming that it's not going to work, or that we don't have the capabilities, right? Or you just think things will never change. This is just the way it is for me, and I'll just have to tough it out. Or you're listening to that negative voice that brings up self-doubt, or you don't have the skill set. I'm here to tell you everything is figure outable, and you can learn. You can learn new skills no matter your age. That you're worrying about money. And granted, that's a real thing, right? So you have to really take a look at your finances. I have learned that there are many ways to make money. So worrying about money, but that was a big one. Why people often don't make a change. Listening to the dream killers. I mean, I can relate to that. When I first had my dream and I shared it out there with the world, there were many people like, I don't know if you should do that. I don't know if that would really resonate with people. And, do you think people will really come to you for that service? And so, you're going to have people that are naysayers, okay? So you just have to be ready for that, and don't take that as a reason not to make a change. Thinking you'll have to do it all yourself. And I'm this independent-minded person too, but I tell you what, there's people out in the world doing nature-based work that are here to help you and support you, and you absolutely should not think that you have to do it by yourself. Nor should you. You should really source your community of people that are here to give you insight and provide you support. Thinking that you need to be ready. Like, what does it mean to be ready, right? That you have everything just in place? Well, that's really unrealistic thinking, because you are going to learn as you go, no matter what change you are making, whether it be from working in one clinic to another clinic. There's still going to be things to learn about. And it's the same if you're moving from indoors to outdoors. So anyway, those are the top things that often put on the brakes from and prevent kind of change from happening. So if you're interested in this Powerless to Powerful kind of seasons and cycles of a nature-based therapist, and the kind of process to thinking about change, let me know. It's super cheap, but if you want to really think through this process further, that might be a good resource for you. All right. Otherwise, process of change. I would love your thoughts on if you've made a big change and how that came to be for you. What resources, what mindset did you have to have? Change is hard, but sometimes there's no better time than now to make it. All right, everybody. Hope to see you down the road. Bye-bye.